everyone, this is Tamara from shelfaddiction.com and welcome to episode 86. Today on Book Chat, I'm talking with Reading Until Dawn Con creator and director Casey Harris Parks. Casey has been reviewing books for the last 7 years on book blog Literary Escapism. She also has tons of experience working with publishers and authors. You may recognize Casey as one of the co-hosts on the 3 Bloggers 1 Series episodes that are featured here on the Shelf Addiction podcast. The Reading Until Dawn Con links are all listed below in the show notes, so if you'd like to learn more, purchase your ticket, or even reach out to Casey, you know where to find her. If you enjoyed today's episode, please like and share it. Show your support by rating the podcast and leaving a positive review on iTunes. The podcast can also be found on the Spreaker app, YouTube, Google Play Music, the Stitcher app, and more. Want to comment on something you hear during today's episode? You can leave a comment, or you can find me on Twitter at Shelf Addiction. If you'd like to email in feedback or questions, feel free to reach out to me at info@shelfaddiction.com. Hey Casey, good evening. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Good evening. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here too. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about, and that's your awesome convention that is coming this June
3rd, Saturday, June 3rd. It's Reading Until Dawn Con, and I am so excited about it. But I might be a little biased.
Well, you know, honestly, I've never been to this con before, and it looks really fun. And it's also in a very cool area. So for those of you that don't know, yes. Casey, tell us where your con is.
It's in Denver, because Denver is awesome. Mm-hmm. And you said it was fun, because it is fun. Yeah. It's all about playing games. We literally play games all day from 10 o'clock in the morning until midnight. Although at midnight we're building a pillow, but that's getting ahead of myself.
Oh, so this is not your traditional book convention.
No. I have gone to several different kinds of conventions, and while I love listening to my favorite authors talk, and I love going up and talking to them and gushing over their books, my favorite memories are when I actually get to interact and socialize with my favorite authors. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I created my conference. I wanted to get rid of the barriers, get rid of the tables between the authors and the readers, and give them a chance to really play together, get to know each other, socialize, and experience
one-on-one with the authors, hang out with
together.
Them. Yeah, awesome. So how do you manage having a group of people hanging out and playing games with authors, and yet still kind of keeping that fangirl and fanboying away from the vibe? How do you manage that?
Oh, I mix it all in together, because I am 100% a fangirl. Uh-huh. And so when I'm playing games with one of my favorite authors, the first thing I do is go, oh my God, I love your books. Mm-hmm. And now we're going to go beat the other team at this game. And afterwards, I'm going to tell you how much I love your books even more.
Oh, nice.
And it's this kind of oh my God, I'm playing a game with Laura Zion right now. Let me fangirl and squee and jump up and down. And that gives me more energy to go play the games.
Oh, that's awesome. So the authors don't feel odd about that at all? They love it?
From what I've heard, yes, they love it. They love interacting with their readers. It gives them a new perspective. It gives them a new, I can't think of the word, but they spend so much time behind the table, behind the computer, writing and creating these fictional worlds that they don't really get to go out and interact with their fans as much. Mm-hmm. And so this is a way for them to really meet their fans and see their fans as people, if that makes sense.
It does. So another one of the things I liked about your con is it looks like you have a limited amount of space for the attendees, which is cool because it also lends itself for the introverted people to have a good time in a smaller, more, intimate environment.
I definitely want to keep it small and intimate just because, with the games, people get crazy, people get rowdy, and I want each reader to get enough face time with every author that they want to meet. And, if it's small crowds, then they do get that face time, and the introverted people are more likely to show up because it's not going to be as big of a crowd as, say, RWA or RT or a Comic-Con. Those those are intimidating. I like to keep mine small scale.
Mm-hmm. So what's the max number of attendees for your event?
No more than 100 readers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking between 25 and 30 authors.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
a
almost
nice,
like a 3-to-1 ratio.
yeah, that's a really good ratio. I like it. So you guys, so as you're hearing us talk about Casey's con, feel free to reach out to her or me or ask questions below because I know you want to get in since it's only 100 spaces. So
Yes, only 100 spaces and they go fast.
and one of those are mine already, so you can't have that. So it's 99 spaces or less.
99 spaces.
Right, or less.
Yes.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the types of games that you are expecting to play.
Okay, so I've actually been working on the schedule recently. Like some favorites from the first conference, like Are You Smarter Than a Fictional Character?
Mm-hmm.
Or Wheel of Feels.
Wheel of Feels. That sounds very different. Wheel
It
of Feels.
is.
What is it?
So we have a round wheel basically, and we write down different things that could happen in a book, like you meet your soulmate or the soulmate dies on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
And you write however many there are on the wheel, and then you spin it around, and whatever it lands on, that's whatever the story happens. And so as a group, you write the story and say, once upon a time, so and so, spin the wheel, meets their soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
And then spin the wheel again, the soulmate dies.
Oh.
So there are lots of options for what could happen in the Wheel of Feels, but you create your fun story that way.
So you create your own story and leave the fate up to the wheel.
Up to the wheel, yes.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, speaking of games, you guys, we're doing 3 Bloggers, 1 Series here on the Shelf Addiction podcast, and we're all about Mercy Thompson these days.
Mercy.
Yes. Yes. So I'm thinking we're going to have
She's
some
the best,
kind of
you
game
guys.
centered around that. We don't know what exactly, but something.
What do you guys want? Do you want a Mercy trivia? Do you want to ask us questions about Mercy? We want to hear what you want.
Yeah. Yes. If you're going to be there, and you should be, tell us what kind of game you think you could win at or one that we could lose at. I don't know which way. I don't know. Yep, but we're open to suggestions, so send them on over. Use hashtag 3 Bloggers, 1 Series to tell us all about it. So what other stuff do we have going on that day? I know lots of games, a bunch of different variety of games, but do you have anything else?
Yes, we have a very special, unique kind of signing. I'm calling it the Books and Booze signing, and it's books and booze. Instead of the traditional authors sitting behind rectangular tables, I'm getting rid of the tables, you guys. I'm getting rid of all the barriers.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Everybody will be seated around round tables with 2 to 3 authors per table, and the rest of the space are available for you, the readers, to sit down and talk to your favorite authors. So you know how you were playing a game with Larissa Ione earlier? Now you get to sit down and drink a beer with her and say, Larissa, I love your books. Please tell me what's happening next. Are you doing a spin-off series? I've got to know now.
That's amazing. I love that feature. That's really cool because as a reader, we all have our favorite authors, and even those, even readers that aspire to be writers, they can really pick everyone's brain and just have a good conversation about whether it's favorite characters or how, steps, what to do to get published. I don't know, whatever it is that you feel like talking about, it's the sky's the limit, right?
Whatever you want to talk about, you can sit at that table and talk to those authors and fangirl gush. And you can have them you can buy their books right there because we will have booksellers set up. So the books are right there, ready for you to buy and to get signed. So if you have a favorite author and you need one of their books, it's right there. If you have a new to you author that you just met that day while playing Wheel of Feels, and you're like, I want to read your book, it's there. You can buy it and get it signed while you sit down and chat and drink a beer. And it's really low key. It's really fun. And it's only available if you attend the conference. It is not open to the public. You cannot buy tickets just for the signing. It's only open to the attendees.
Okay. So because it's books and booze, is this 21 and up only?
It's 18 and up. It is 18 and up. I don't know if we had anybody under 21 show up last time, though.
Mm-hmm.
So it is adult themed. There are lots of adult conversations going on. Kids are not allowed.
Okay.
We don't want kids walking into Dirty Pictionary. It happened. It was awful.
Oh, no. Scarred for life. Scarred for life.
Scarred for life. Yeah, that was bad.
Well, that's another thing I like about your con is because honestly, I mean, no offense, don't take any of you guys against young adults or the teens, because, sometimes it's overwhelming and I'm the oldest person there, but it's kind of fun, I think, to be with your peers, people your age and still having a good time, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And as adults, we don't play enough. I think we don't let our inner child out. Being Until DawnCon is to let your inner child out, to let your fangirl, fanboy out, and just fan over your favorite authors and play games all day and have fun.
Mm-hmm. Nice. And the best way to let your inner child out is to have a pillow fight.
It is! And we do that at night. You guys, at night, like 9 o'clock till midnight, we build a giant pillow fort in the ballroom. So it's huge. You can bring whatever you want to this. And we do so many fun games down there. We do Cards Against Humanity. We color. Last year, somebody did makeup tutorials. We had Dungeons and Dragons. Like, we build a pillow fort and we just veg out and have fun.
Oh, that's awesome. So with all of that fun going on, we know you don't want to go home at the end of that. So where is everyone staying?
They can stay right there in the hotel.
Yep.
Yes, we have rooms blocked right there for you. So you just walk right upstairs at midnight and crash in your bed and sleep. And then the next morning you can get up and go home. We don't want you driving after all the booze, guys.
Exactly, because all the booze and, stuff at the signing, and then I know I'll be drinking vodka tonic or wine or champagne or something during the Pillow Fort building activities.
We can have a cash bar right there at the Pillow Fort, guys. There will be plenty of booze.
Oh, trouble. Yes, but that is all fun, and that's why you should stay at the hotel with us.
Yes, so much fun.
Can you tell us a few of the authors that will be getting drunk with us?
Larissa Ione is the MC, and I adore her. She's one of my all-time favorite authors, and I have a slightly embarrassing fangirl story I can tell you, but...
Do tell.
Okay. So the very first conference I ever went to was in 2012 at RT. And for those of you who don't know, RT stands for the Romantic Times Convention. And it is huge, like over 2,000 people, huge.
Mm-hmm.
So I get there Wednesday morning, like 8 a.m. I'm there at the hotel. I'm wandering around. I'm lost and confused. I somehow end up in an elevator, even though I don't have anywhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I end up in the elevator. And because I'm me, I just stand in the back and wait.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, Larissa Ione walks onto the elevator. And I'm like, oh my God, this is my favorite author. I love her books, and I'm on the same elevator as her. What am I supposed to do? And so I just stand in the corner of the elevator going, oh my God, it's Larissa Ione. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like a normal person, she pressed the button for the floor that she wanted to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time I was thinking, I've got to say something. We finally reach her floor, and I blurt out, oh my God, Larissa, I really like your books. And she turns around and looks at me and goes, oh, thank you so much. And then walks off the elevator.
Wow.
And then I ride the elevator all the way back down to the lobby going, I should have said something else.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I've got to know, how did you transfer from that, starstruck, person in the elevator to, hey, we're cool, come and do my book con?
Really, I just went to a ton of conferences and kind of found my groove of like, oh my God, I really like you. I still scream at some authors, like fangirl scream, and it happens, and it will definitely happen again at Reading Until Dawn Con. If you want to see me lose my crap over authors, come to my conference. I still do it. I just kind of got better at it, at hiding my crazy.
I hit my crazy completely well at the last con I attended, on a side note. I met an author that I read a ton. Actually, met two authors. I read tons and tons of their books, and I totally was low-key. I didn't seem crazy at all.
See, I can't be low-key. I just can't do it. I am fangirl crazy.
Well, that's fun. That's fun, too. So, okay, who else besides Larissa? Give me a few more that, people
All right, we have Cynthia St. Aubin, who is fabulous and hilarious. She was there at the last conference, and I just love and adore her guts. Catherine Winters and Jeannie Martz were also at the last conference. Rosalind Can, Sarah Heger, and Jenna Lincoln are all coming. And Valerie, I'm going to mispronounce her last name. I'm so sorry, Valerie. Townbley? I think that's how you say it. I'm sorry, Valerie. I love you. Thank you for coming to my conference. But I mispronounced your name right there. I'm so excited for all of them to be here. They're excited to come, and they want to come, and they want to play games, and they want to meet their readers, and they want to drink beers with you at the Books and Booze signing. I know. It's Books and Booze.
Yeah. Please be Books and Booze and not beer, because I hate beer.
It's Books and Booze. Booze. I promise. Awesome. It's booze.
Okay. So what else would you like the listeners to know about Reading Till Dawn Con?
It's so much fun, you guys. It's literally just fun. Come, play games with us, meet your favorite authors, fangirl scream, watch me fangirl scream and be the crazy person in the elevator. Have a drink with your favorite author, build a pillow fort with us. It's literally just a day of fun and letting out your inner child, your inner nerd, your inner fangirl, whatever you want.
I seriously love that. And I'm not even playing, because some of these cons I've been to, it's a little stressful, especially as a featured blogger. Sometimes it's kind of stressful with all of the panels and other things that you were mentioning earlier. So I think this is going to be a really nice change of pace. And hopefully really chill.
It's very chill. Like I said, there's no panels, there are no discussions. There's no barrier between you and your favorite author. I can run up and hug Larissa Ione and say, I love you! And she'll actually hug me back because I'm not a crazy person. But you can do the same too. It's fun.
Awesome. Well, again, this is for 18 years and older. That's a requirement for registration, right?
Yes. You have to be 18 years or older. Okay. There are less than 100 spots available for you to register. And registration for the entire day is only $55. Play games all day, get into the signing, get into the pillow forts at night. It's only $55 for the entire day.
That's a great price. Yep.
It is. It is a fantastic price.
So are there food places around? I'm assuming that you're on your own for food, right, during that day?
You are on your own for food. There is a restaurant in the hotel. There are places within walking distance. There's a ton of restaurants throughout Denver. I don't know how far you want to travel if you want to stay close to the hotel, but Denver has a ton of restaurants.
Okay. So with your schedule, do you have designated times where people can go off and not feel like they're going to miss anything?
We have a designated time for dinner, but not for lunch. Anybody can show up at any point during the day. If you have to take your kids to soccer at 10, but you can show up at noon, there will be games going on at noon for you to play.
Okay. Cool. So it's fun all day long. Literally. Come when you can.
Long.
All right. Before we wrap things up, is there anything else we need to share with the listeners?
I can't think of anything, but I have a prize for you guys. Are you listening? Are you ready? If you share this podcast on whatever social media you have, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, I don't know if you could share this to Instagram, but wherever. If you want to share this wherever, let us know where you shared it, and you will be entered to win registration.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm giving away one registration to one lucky winner. You get in to Reading Until Dawn Con. You get in to the signing. You get in to the pillow forts at night. Just share this podcast with your friends. Share it on social media. Tell us where you shared it. And at the end of 1 week, I will pick a winner to win registration.
Yeah. So how do they tell you where they shared, and how do they go about that?
Comment here.
Okay. If you're listening to this on the Spreaker platform, come back to the Spreaker platform and leave a comment with the link to your share. If you're listening to this on the YouTube platform, leave a comment on the YouTube video with the link to where you shared, and that's your entries.
That is your entry.
Yep. Just one, right?
Now,
or can they get more than one?
Every time you share it, you get one entry. I have a bonus entry for everybody who listens along to 3 Bloggers 1 Series. I want you to find me on Twitter. I'm at DustMiteBunny. Again, I'm at DustMiteBunny. And tell me if I am Team Adam or Team Sam, and you will get a bonus entry.
Ooh, you guys, tweet at her. Go back and listen to those episodes and tweet. Easy entry.
Easy entry. I'm very vocal about what team I am on.
All right. That's an awesome giveaway. If you're local to Denver, you better jump on it. It's down the street from you.
Jump on it right now, you guys.
Exactly. You better get free entry. Yes, you better do it. That's what I'm talking about. That's great. Thank you, Casey. I know they appreciate that.
Come on, guys. Let's play games together and fangirl like crazy people together. We can do it, right? We can do it.
Share it with all your book-loving friends. If they love books, then they need to be here.
Yes, share it with your friends. Share it with anybody who likes Larissa. Share it with anybody who likes books. Share it with people who like to play games. And let out their inner child.
Right. And Larissa is the MC, right?
Yes, she is.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know Larissa Ione, she writes paranormal romance, urban fantasy, right? Okay.
She wrote the Demonica series.
So definitely read at least one book, the first book from that series, so that you'll be fangirling as well.
Pleasure Unbound. I'm sorry.
Pleasure Unbound is book 1. Check it out.
Yes, it is amazing. Even if you don't like traditional paranormal romance, she's dark and gritty, and it's phenomenal.
Yay! That's going to be so fun. I can't wait. And I can't wait to meet everyone that comes that's listening to this podcast. So I love meeting people.
It's going to be so much fun meeting all of you guys.
For sure.
Please, don't let me fangirl alone.
Yes. And guess what?
I could. But don't let me do it.
Don't make her do it, please, guys. But you know what else? Even if you're not from the Denver area, you should totally share this anyway. And think about coming, because guess what? You guys know I'm in Michigan, but I'm flying to Denver for this fun time. Woo! And you should too.
Yes. Flights to Denver are fairly cheap, right?
Yeah, they're not bad. Get on Frontier or Spirit, you guys. It's all good.
Do it. Come party with us.
Yes, indeed. All right. It's been a blast talking about Reading Until Dawn Con. You guys, all of the links are below. The registration link, the website link. You can find everything you want to know out by clicking on those links. And of course, you can always reach out to Casey via Twitter or her website. And anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Right. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in and downloading today's episode. If you are enjoying the Book Chat episodes and would like to show your support, there are a few things you can do. First, you can head on over to iTunes and give a positive 5-star review. You can follow me on Twitter at Shelf Addiction. You can follow the Shelf Addiction podcast on Spreaker, the only place where you can listen live and get broadcast notifications so that you never miss a live episode. Most importantly, you can share the podcast with friends and family that love books and audiobooks. Thank you for listening, and until next time, happy reading.